3, 2.
Welcome to Are You Serious? Episode 6, I want to say.
Probably like 2 or something. Who knows?
It's got to be like 5 or 6. We actually got a sign. Check it out.
Damn, this is looking fire. Sorry, I'm just chilling over here eating a little.
Yeah, Jesse was a little bit late. He just got here like 45 seconds ago, so I guess he was in the drive-thru.
Had to pop in.
Yeah, he had to stop at a Mickey D's.
And it's cool because when you're not like, you can do this when you're driving or whatnot too. You can do like, my dad calls it like road catch-up. You can like, when you're cruising and shit, you just lay them out on the dash open. And the chick went like this, and you pop it open, lay it on the dash like that, eat some fries, and
Oh.
suck your ketchup right down. And get a nice bite of your McDouble. Let's do a food review.
How is it?
Shit.
Scale of 1 to 10.
It's like, okay. I mean, I like McDonald's. I'm not going to lie. I mean,
The thing about McDonald's, and I think what does it best for McDonald's, is everything's always consistent. It doesn't matter if you went to like the McDonald's in like, New York City, New York City, or the one here right in Tampa, Florida. They're both going to taste the exact same.
yeah, I mean, Wendy's burgers are definitely the shittiest. Those weird, like, square burgers, you know? And the flavor's not like, Wendy's got its own weird style. I love Wendy's fries, but Burger King's got a good burger, a little charbroiled.
Oh yeah, I think Burger King's like going out of business. There's so many Burger Kings I've seen shut down.
Really?
Yeah, McDonald's might be just kicking their behind.
You know what the most popular fast food chain in the entire world is?
What's that?
I don't know.
I think I know it.
What would you guess?
Chipotle.
What?
No.
I'm talking worldwide. Like, China, they got Chipotle's in China?
Oh, worldwide. Okay, let me change it. KFC.
No.
It's up there though. I think it's is it Subway?
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, I think it's Subway.
Wow.
My dude over here knows his fast food, boy.
Subway.
I only
huh?
know that because I had seen like a video saying how many Subways there are in the world. And there's-
Subway and McDonald's.
Yeah, I can tell you exactly why. It's because it's quick and easy, so it's perfect for us lazy people that don't want to cook. But also, if you want to pretend like you're a little bit healthy too, like you
Yeah.
go there, you know what I mean? Because it's more healthier than like McDonald's, for instance.
Yeah, probably not by much. Remember you could get Subway napkins back in the day. Actually had the McDonald's like nutritional facts on the napkins to try to sway you away from eating McDonald's.
Really?
It had like it would say like Big Mac quarter pounder with cheese, whatever, and it had the calories, nutritional facts on the Subway napkins.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, and like I used to be a huge advocate for Subway, even over like Publix subs. Again, a lot of people that might be listening, they might not be from Florida. We got Publix here, and they're like a huge popular. Publix got a popular sub, and they are really good. But I've always said that like I like Subway better. But recently, I've been eating Subway so much. Okay, we got some facts up here. I've been eating Subway so much that I just got tired of it and started eating Publix, and you can just tell the quality from Subway to Publix or Boar's Head meat is way different.
Bro, the fact that Starbucks' snack is on the list of most popular, like, look, McDonald's, Starbucks, and then Chick-fil-A. How was Starbucks beating Chick-fil-A?
Hold on, what are we looking at here? That's the rank.
Yeah. The average sales per unit. And then the 2022 U.S. system sales in millions.
So
That's
McDonald's
insane.
is number 1.
Yeah.
Starbucks is second.
That's insane, bro.
And then Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell, Wendy's.
Then Dunkin'
It
Donuts.
says categories, so I think maybe they have the best burger. Chick-fil-A has the best chicken. Taco Bell global.
Yeah, I don't know.
This might not be
That's
an accurate
wild.
list.
I don't know what
guys.
we're looking at here, guys.
I mean, it just basically looks like the sales for each franchise. But regardless, we all know fast food's like terrible for you, right?
Shortens your life, you know.
It's got to.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think keeps like pharmaceutical companies in business?
I mean, again, into I don't know if this is. That water went down the wrong pipe. But I don't know if this is true or not. But you seen the YouTube videos where people have like, opened a McDouble after 40 years or something like
Yeah.
that, and it's still okay. There's no mold or nothing like that, but like literally, like who? I mean, I don't know. I've moved like 20 different places in the past 20 years. I don't even know. Like, you live somewhere for 40 years without moving, then you take the burger with you everywhere you go or something. Like, how do you really maintain and look after a hamburger for 40 years?
No, I mean, I don't want to say 40 years. We would believe any 40-year thing, but I mean, if you literally took a burger and did it for like 2 weeks, it's not going to change anything. Now, you took a
Yeah, no, you're right on that.
so
for
if
sure,
okay,
yeah.
so if you took a ribeye steak
it'd
and left
yeah,
it
it'd
off
be
for 2
yeah.
weeks, you know what I mean? Like, that's the difference. I mean, and I don't even think there'll be bugs on the burger that you leave out for 2 weeks. They're like, they don't even want to eat it.
I was watching again too. I'll reference probably Shane Dawson a lot because I love watching his videos and conspiracy theories. And he goes out and buys dollar store ice cream sandwiches and lets them sit out overnight, and they're completely solid. They don't melt.
Yeah. Well,
Like, they're not even using real ice
yeah,
cream.
yeah. There's definitely something on YouTube recently that we did that he said that ice cream isn't even ice cream anymore. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't melt, it doesn't do anything like that. So it's just it's pretty wild.
I'm like, I'm sorry, I got so
You're
loud.
good, man. What do you need anything? Yeah, just draw it. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Good job on the sign, dude.
Yeah. Look at that.
That sign looks dope, dude.
Yeah, that's what we were saying with that remote right there. But I like that color.
I like the blue. It
yeah,
kinda
just,
fits
like,
it, yeah.
it fits perfectly. Matches the logo too.
It looks really good.
What do you think of the fit though?
Oh man, I was actually gonna mention that outfit. Like, where'd you cop that? Is that like cashmere or?
Shit, I think this is like armadillo.
Armadillo.
Yeah, it might be. Yeah.
That's gotta cost some.
What's the like mink?
Oh, mink.
Maybe it's mink.
Yeah, chinchilla.
Like
or something.
chinchilla, yeah,
Chinchilla.
chinchilla. That's what it is. Not armadillo, it's chinchilla.
It's gotta be pretty itchy, no?
Yeah, because I mean, I got the little hamburger meat here too. We'd be poking on the.
Letting the hamburger meat hang out.
Yeah, but I'm sad. I think I paid like. I mean, being chinchilla, 40.
40 what?
40,000, 40K
For that?
for the suit.
Shoo-wee.
Yeah.
So you ordered on a special occasion.
Yeah, that's what they charged me though, 40 count, but it came from China though, so I don't know, it could be fake.
Yeah.
I've never had it.
Please tell me that wasn't that guy.
What guy? No, that was
No, that-
Dude, I thought that was him. I was like, whoa.
that's my
No,
assistant.
yeah, that's the guy. He's the one who put up the sign. That's why I was like, nice sign.
Hey,
dude.
speaking of Eli, you should probably lock the door so no one can do that again.
I was about to say that was pretty bad.
Yeah, whatever.
We can edit that, hopefully.
But yeah, like freaking, like this guy back from New York.
You used to be
Yeah,
Italian.
I used to be Italian back then. Yeah, banged a couple bad broads, no sweat off my sack.
Speaking of though, that's funny. You said you just got back from New York, and like on a serious note, you won't fly. You've never been in an airplane.
Yeah, I have.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, when I was 9.
Oh, 9, but you won't like. That's it. Never again.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
What
yeah.
goes through? Okay, so what goes through your mind, like if you have a thought, like, man, I gotta go. Say you got signed by a record deal, and you
At
had
that,
to,
well, no, at that point, I just have to be like, yeah. I mean, I can't an opportunity like that. I'd regret that the rest of my life. You know what I mean? But just to like go on vacation or go party or something like that. Yeah, man. I don't think that I can like. I just don't. Shit terrifies me, dude.
what terrifies you?
Just the fact that like. I don't know. Maybe I've developed like a fear of heights. I've gotten older. I mean, I'll ride roller coasters and stuff.
That's two different like
That
spectrums of height.
doesn't even bother me. You know what I mean? Well, you don't even know you're in the air on an airplane. You don't feel like you're moving 500 miles an hour. You're just chilling, and then you just get where you're going. But like, dude, I don't know if my heart's strong enough though, because like if I had like any turbulence though,
Damn.
dude, I'd poop myself all over the plane, bro. I just wouldn't be.
That's crazy. You can't experience life like that.
I know,
man.
but like they got Ubers and limos and stuff, like tour buses.
3 days in a car to California.
I know.
That's just
How are you gonna go international on a cruise?
Nah, I didn't know international here.
yeah. You can't experience life like
Yeah, I
that.
take a boat though, but then boats are scary too. They can sink.
Yeah, I'd rather be in a plane all day.
Really, than
Than
a
a
boat?
cruise ship? Yeah.
Really? You feel safer in a plane than cruise? I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me. It's like I don't know how much a plane weighs. 5 million trillion tons, and it just like lifts off the ground and like floats and flies, and then like
Yeah, bro, it's physics, right? It's normal.
I mean, I know it makes sense, just not in my head. And like nowadays with like the DEI and everything, they're like trying to hire like like special needs pilots and stuff like that, just because they're black or gay or like, and like I can't be flying with that. You're gonna be on these DEI flights, and like,
DEI.
yeah, diversity, equity, and inclusion. That's what they're implementing into everything nowadays.
Let me explain to you something. They're not going to implement that on an airplane because them same people have to fly on that airplane.
Right. They are implementing that in a lot of flights. They're on the DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion. So it's like, even if you're not as qualified to be the pilot, but you're black or you're gay or you're trans or you're queer or you're some weird spectrum, whatever, if you're fucking off the rails a little bit, you can get the job better than someone who's qualified, even they're not pilots. Like, look it up. I mean,
Okay,
I don't
but
know-
it doesn't matter if they're a gay pilot; they're still a pilot. That's what you don't.
But
know.
they might not be they might not be as qualified as the white pilot though. But they're going to give the job to the black or Asian or gay or queer pilot just because of the diversity.
Yeah,
equity, and
but I think that's where you kind of got it confused because in the pilot industry, it's all by seniority. So you go to school, you become the first mate. You're not a pilot until you have so many hours.
That's what I'm saying, bro. They're not
So
going
it
to be having.
doesn't
They're not going to
matter
be
if
having
you're-
no more. They're not going to be having pilots fly no more.
Okay, all right.
They're just going to have your average Joe pulling your teeth out too. Like you can, yeah, you want to be a dentist, no problem. If you're black or you're gay or whatever. I know.
Well, I'm out then if that happens.
Yeah. Speaking of that too, like what we're going to talk about today, today's subject here on the PC, it's the podcast, is we're going to cover something kind of weird that goes on in the world. Or I don't know, I guess it's not really the world, but America maybe, probably the world, I guess. But we've covered like the transgenderism and stuff before, but now we're going to get into a little more of a touchy topic, and we're going to look at Down syndrome people that are trans. They're actually probably not trans, obviously, because they don't know what the hell they're doing. It's the
The people that are filming it,
the people that are like dressing these poor people up and just basically making a mockery of.
yeah.
I can't.
Let's run it.
I can't. Yeah, let's see what we got. Vogue presents. Ooh, the
It was on Vogue,
the
too.
Pride series. Drag syndrome. Oh, they giving him a beard.
Yeah.
Her
Her abuse.
a beard. Yeah. This is so sick.
What's up, yo? What's up, babes?
So this is like in the UK.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So I guess like worldwide, this kind of stuff is going on.
Stop flirting. Drag Syndrome is a professional artist group of people with Down syndrome. We work together as a team. We collaborate ideas, we get involved in creating stuff, and we are the best.
Like it's supposed to be a ginger.
Whole Shaban is a queen that loves horror.
This
She
is crazy.
Very, very scary.
You've never seen nothing like this,
Stage name is
bro.
Nikita Gold.
And you know
Nikita
these
Gold is mainly a diva.
you know these people are making these
Girl,
decisions for
she's
themselves.
There's no
very, very
way.
Sweet and really open-hearted.
They did not just wake up one day and go, "Yeah, I want to paint my
Is an
nails
opera
and
singer. She's really good.
dress up like."
The
The,
fitness star is very
it's so
intelligent.
sick, dude.
Well, you know what it
Can
is
be a bit
is
sweaty
the people
sometimes.
like
and
this
out of
aren't used to
control.
getting that type of attention. So when they started
name
doing
is
it, getting a little bit of
Venus
clout,
I wanna
they
be
get
out
fed
there.
into it.
Dude, there's a special place in hell for the people that are running this.
Yeah.
I mean, because you have to think like. Here, pause it for a second. Like, you got to think too that like the LGBTQI plus ABCDEFG community, they're so overly sexualized You know, I was watching this street preacher preaching, you know, the word of God or whatever. He's a Christian and walks up or whatever, was like, you know, I love you. I love all of you guys. And this girl there in the crowd was like, ew, you love me? I'm 16 years old. And he's like, so what? Like, you know what I mean? I didn't say I wanted to have sex with you. I just said I loved you. So they take everything is so over sexualized with them. That's all they care about. That's their whole identity, everything. It's just like who they have sex with. And I guarantee every one of these people on here are virgins.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? And if they are, they're probably not gay. So do they even know what's going on right now? Or they just think like, yeah, we're dressing you guys up like clowns or like makeup and we're just going to put you like on this show because it'll be funny. And like, they don't know that like everyone's like making fun of them and laughing at them. Like,
well, no, they're 50% are making fun and 50%.
Well, yeah, are like, oh my God, this is so brave
Beautiful.
and beautiful. Yeah, because they're the weirdo 1%, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I know. And it's like, I don't really know what else to say. It's like, what do you say about this?
I mean, it's actually just disgusting. Like I said, somebody else is getting fame for it, and these Down syndrome humans are.
Yeah, let's go on
taking.
yeah, let's go on this one here. Inside the UK's.
Yeah, it's definitely from the UK. I can tell by the accent.
And they call it drag syndrome, like it's this.
Being a drag is actually a dowsing, darlings.
It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun getting and getting much of your friends.
Underground drag
This is
event.
not my first time. I have come here the second time before. I've definitely got more confident and I'm more comfortable.
Listen, I'm for adults doing whatever they want, but these people they're not all with it though, man. They don't really know exactly what's going on though. That's the problem.
Yeah. It's their parents just collecting the fame. It's got to be, because usually even if you're over 18, you're living with your parents still.
Well, that's like that comes down to like too, if you see like the parents that'll come out on YouTube with like their 2-year-olds and going, oh, do you what's your pronouns? Or they're like, yeah, I'm a girl and they were born a boy, or like that's obviously, yeah, the parents are doing it for their
Right.
perverted self gratification. They're not doing it. I mean, the kid has no idea what's going on.
It's just weird how that happens. It's kind of like a revolving door. Like I watched this YouTube and it was like a gay guy and his partner was a straight up tranny, looked good, but that's the mom. They clearly like adopted a boy, and they're like going to Target in their Tesla, and they're like, what do you want to get from Target? And the boy's like, a Barbie. And they're like, yeah. So like it's
just because you
I've
want
seen that video.
Just because you want a Barbie doll though doesn't make you want a dick up your butt.
No, it's not even that. If any real dad would have said,
Right,
no, them are for girls.
Exactly.
You're getting a Ninja Turtle.
But they're not only allowing, they're encouraging the degeneracy.
yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah. Because when I was a kid, my cousin dressed me up in full makeup, and I think we put a wig on me or something. And we convinced the little girl next door that I was a little girl. And I sat there and we had like a teacup party and stuff.
He went along with that.
And I was full on Jessica. And my mom said, "Oh, your dad was pissed." I was having a ball. I would do that now. I mean, I remember when I used to, I put my mom's wig on and made like this little crop top and went skateboarding over at the Publix. I was standing out by the road flashing people. They were honking. They thought I was like some teenage girl or something like that.
Shave your body up.
That's all fun and games, I don't think I did a body hair then.
So Chad, that video you're talking about with the Barbies, did you know that actually the dad is gay and he's dating a transgender?
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
of
what
course,
that's what
yeah.
I was saying. I mean, I made a comment on the video, and I was like, well, I can tell you what the problem is here. The dad's pretty gay, like, so he's gonna go along with that. He probably is one convincing his son to pick out Barbies.
And you know, I'm not like I'm by no means homophobic. You want to call me transphobic? Sure, I don't agree with any of that. Homophobic? Nah, I got gay friends, no big deal. One of the sickest videos though that I've probably ever seen. It's a little old. If you can pull it up. Look up trans parents nursing, and the thing is like. The thing is, again, back to what I was saying is like I'm not Yeah, the second one. This is Ben Shapiro. Well, we could probably find one that's not got Ben Shapiro in it because this is like a couple years old actually. But this is one of the maybe this one right here. Yeah, that one. But don't go to it yet. So like. Again, I'm not like homophobic or anti-gay or lesbian or anything like that. The whole like ABCDEFG mafia and stuff, they're annoying and they're trying to shove it down everybody's throats. But if you're a consenting adult, go, dude, by all means, go do your thing. It's just the whole in the schools and trying to push it on the kids. That's what's messed up. If you want to go, dude, you want to get surgery, you want to do whatever you want, by all means, go do it. But then you've got like stuff like this twisted shit that's going on in America right now. So, and this is a couple years old, but this is probably one of the weirdest videos I've ever seen. This is what kind of got me like a couple years ago because like, I don't know if like COVID turned everybody transgender because I don't remember seeing any of this. Like I couldn't even talk about these topics for more than 30 seconds because I wouldn't have been knowledged on it like 5 years ago.
No, so well, COVID didn't turn people transgender. What COVID did was let people sit at their house and become dumber. Like they're not going to work.
Yeah,
they're not getting out with civilization. They're just literally becoming dumber at home. That's what they're doing.
I guess because like all this stuff to me seemed to. I started following all these YouTubers and stuff and going over. I know I should be covering like more important stuff that's going on in the world, like wars and stuff like that. But like, my YouTube recommended algorithm just knows me so well, and it's like, oh yeah, let's show Jesse some transgender Down syndrome children or something. So these are the kind of videos that I've watched, and this is a couple years old, but dude, one of the most weirdest videos I've ever seen. So we can go ahead and run it. I don't know what that has to do with a cat right now, but
with not wanting to sign a
I've never even seen this one. Yeah, click out of this one. Let's just go up to the Ben Shapiro one where he covers the. We'll just skip to the part that I wanted to.
This is being champion. These are civil rights heroes. There's a man.
Kind of scroll a little farther.
Tell you what to stop here. Let's see where we're at.
We don't need to see old Ben Shapiro. This is good from running from here.
Certificate thing is really, it's really causing me a lot of hurt. Trans women can be mothers.
Oh, I put it on here.
Okay, this is perfect. Pause it for a second to understand what just happened. Okay, if you're not watching this, the video then cuts to the quote-unquote mother, a biological male, attempting to feed a human child with his chest. Now, this is not going to work because it turns out that biological males do not have milk ducts.
No
so it's going to
way.
be rather difficult for the baby to get any sort of nutrition from all of this, of course. But it doesn't matter so long as these people feel better about themselves. Sure, the baby's going to starve to death, but at least the delusional parents feel better about themselves. And this is being championed. These are civil rights heroes. Civil rights heroes is a man who's sticking his nipple in the mouth of a child, in the mouth of a small baby. So prop stand. Just because you're a dude.
I mean,
We're gonna supplement the feeding with formula.
Look, they got to block out. They got to because that was
nutrients that they need.
the dad was the mom that had a double mastectomy, so they have to.
Not supplementing. That's not supplementing. Supplementing assumes that there is a baseline of nutrition that is being provided. My wife nursed all of our children, and then at a certain point, because she was working and she didn't have time to pump, we had to supplement with formula. Supplementation means not the whole thing.
wow.
Yeah.
That is pretty disturbing.
But isn't that crazy though, dude? That's the lunacy that's going on in America, and it's like you said, it's being championed. It's being, it's being pushed like it's good. Like it's good. Like what?
So how many people do you think seen that video that are like with that? And
With that, right?
And think
that is
that's
so like poor kid, right?
Yeah.
Imagine growing up like that.
Getting a couple of hairs in your teeth.
What is he sucking?
Imagine growing up like that. Where you're sucking on your dad's titties.
Yeah. Spitting hairs out.
Yeah. You just sucked. Yeah. What did you? When I was a kid, I used to suck on my dad's tits just for no reason because they were fucking weird and gay. Like
I was trying to get some milk.
Yeah. Well, men can have periods and stuff like that too. So I mean.
Oh, they make male tampons.
No, they make you know, I was watching a video of a dude, a chick. I can't keep up with it. Going into like a Walgreens, and there's like some like 18-year-old dude, like probably still in high school, like stocking the shelves, like he's like the main guy there, like the manager, like he's gonna be able to fix your problem. And this whatever them walks up to him and's like, hey, by the way, I can't find the male tampons. Do you know if there's whatever, I can only find the women's tampons. The kid's like, what the fuck? What? For one, what's a male tampon?
Like a diaper.
No, there's no, dude. Okay, so a male tampon would be for women that transition into men but still have a vagina but claim that they're men. They don't want to have to shop in the women's feminine section because in their delusionalized mind, they feel that they're a man, so they now need man tampons for their woman vagina.
Damn.
Yeah.
They should have just make it a rainbow box.
Yeah,
put it where the Dr. Scholl's
Beautiful.
is. Right next to the Dr. Scholl's, right there.
So brave and empowering. Beautiful.
That is. That's insane.
Yeah, I know.
That's gets scary with this kind of world that we're living in, though.
Yeah, that's why I believe that we are in. Y'all better read your Bibles, bro, and start praying because I'm telling you, when the rapture happens, everyone's going to think it's an alien invasion.
Well, I can tell you one good thing.
Bro.
The good news about all this is there'll never be a civil war. And if it is, we don't have to worry about it. Okay? Our side is good.
Well, no, all you have to do is cuss at them or misgender them and they'll concede. Because all you have to do is offend them, and they can't take it. They'll go have to run and hide into a safe space.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. like we're gonna be out there toting like shotguns and AKs and like, dude, what? I would love to see like Gen Z going, dude. They're drafting like 50-year-olds because they don't want to draft Gen Z because these bunch of freaking
the war would be guns versus pepper spray.
Right, dude. To be a bunch of soy boy freaking gays out there, dude, trying to like battle, bro.
Yeah.
Can't have that.
That'd be terrible.
Can't have that. We need like our grandfathers and dads and like real men out there, bro. They're like,
well, not to mention, what if all these men actually turn female? Like, how are we gonna reproduce?
So I was actually gonna bring that up. What I've been hearing is in 100 years we'll be fine because all the gays and transgenders, they won't be able to have any kids, so all our kids will be educated.
Just all the weirdos will die off.
Yeah,
I mean, quite literally.
It's so funny too. If you poke, I'm just gonna prove my point here, right here live. Just type in before I make my point. Type in pro-abortion rally. Okay. Now, before we get to this, I guarantee. All the people, you're going to see probably a couple of them, but at these like feminist, women's rights, pro-abortion rallies, they're all these ugly, ugly, fat, dykey looking chicks that are like, don't take our rights away. It's like, for one, no one's having sex with you. You don't have to worry about having abortions because no one's having sex with you.
Right.
And it's like, or they're gay and have sex with women. And it's like two women that can't have a baby, and then they're out there like, advocating for the like pro-abortion, like blah blah blah. Like, but you don't. Why do you care? You don't have to worry about it. You're never gonna get laid, or you're a lesbian. You're never gonna have kids anyway, or you adopt, I guess. But yeah, let's just play this. I just want to see. I could be wrong, but every video I watch, they all are like Oompa Loompas with like green hair, a nose ring, blue hair. They all look the same.
Typical liberal.
Green blue hair in the first clip. Oh, jeez.
That's a dude, right? You see the size of that woman?
Thousands of people descended on the
They're
US Capitol to
they're
demonstrate
the ugliest group of people.
What they view as an attack on their personal liberties.
I see a few masks.
They're all wearing masks outside.
Team fighting for our rights.
Mother and daughter.
Passionate about this issue, not just because it affects us personally, but because it affects every single woman in this country, whether they realize it or not. A right that we had has been taken taken away, and it's just so devastating. And I think there are a lot of legal implications that we have to be concerned about as well.
I mean,
for
obviously,
other
they're not
fundamental
all
rights.
completely
It's
just
all civil
ogres,
rights
but
at the end of the day, and they
it's
are
all
going to
civil
take our rights
rights.
away, and we will not be.
What's Floyd doing in the back?
citizens
What is
in this
man tits
country.
hanging there?
The Supreme Court is expected to confirm the overturning of the
betas,
landmark
bro.
Roe v. Wade ruling.
All the dudes,
Means
every dude in this
America will
march
no
is a
longer
cuck
have
for
a
sure.
nationally protected right
Every
to
dude in this march, bro. They're all beta
Many Republican-controlled states
pussies.
have indicated they'll immediately introduce laws to restrict access to abortion.
Yeah, I don't see myself ever walking in something like that.
Nah, dude, I'm not going for one. I'm too lazy to protest. I barely make it here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna catch me out in the streets, dude, with a sign. Like, that ain't getting me nowhere, bro.
Nah, people aren't even paying attention to that
Right,
shit.
dude? I don't care. Like, bro, stop oil protests and stuff. People are sitting in front of people blocking the roadways. Dude, I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
If I come to a point and they're blocking the roadway, dude, I'm getting out and fighting, dude. Or I'll just stand there and pee on them or something weird. They'll move.
There you go.
They will move, bro.
Just take a big dump
I'll
right in their lap.
I'll shit in my hand, dude, and I'll start throwing it out the windows. They'll move.
Oh, 100%.
They will move.
Talking about riots, guys, I have to bring up what's happening in all these colleges.
Oh, dude, please,
It's
let's
crazy.
look it up,
It's
dude.
crazy. What do you guys think about
What is
it?
this? College protests live of day Biden condemns violence at protests.
So what happened? I mean, you got to tell us about it. You're the college kid.
So what's happening is all the people that are supporting Palestine are having almost like a when you build a fort on your couch and it's
Yeah.
like your little fort. Yeah, they're building like a big fort in a college and they're all living in there and they can't get them out. They're shitting in buckets. They're
Okay, and hold on.
Yeah,
and
let me search this up real quick.
before you go to this too, I want to make a quick point. So I'm not too political. Okay, I can talk all day about like transgenders and stuff, but I'm not too political. But I have been learning over the years a little bit, and if you think about it, Hamas is a terrorist group, correct? That is basically going in. Yeah, Hamas is like a terrorist.
Hamas is a terrorist group within Gaza.
Right. So the people supporting Hamas would basically people like years ago would be like people with signs going, I stand with ISIS. Basically,
This is it, guys, right here.
basically they stand with ISIS. They're supporting a terrorist organization.
We don't know any of the truth, Jesse. It's all from the news. Like,
I'll just tell you what, dude. Do not send your kid. If you ever have kids, don't send them to college.
there you go.
Just keep them off college campuses, bro.
Look at this. This looks like a mess.
This is like they're living out here. Like you see those
Oh,
tents.
the tents,
they're living.
dude.
They're living there and like not allowing.
But what- okay.
Thank the Lord, schools it's done. So I don't think.
Is school out?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure school is out right now, but still.
For
like,
what? What month are we? Where are we at?
We're in May.
Oh, wait,
That's-
are we going on
that's
summer?
summertime.
Oh, so we're summertime. Okay.
But the worst part is they're shitting in buckets. People are showing anarchy signs, communist signs.
Okay, so let me ask-
Nazi signs.
Why, in your opinion, what do you think this does? What point are they trying to make? Do you think that the Israelites are going to see this and go, you know what? That's one too many people in tents, and I don't stand for this. We're going to go ahead and free Palestine or whatever the hell they're trying to accomplish by doing this. Do you think that Palestine's going to be free because they're pooping in buckets and sleeping in tents? What do they accomplish by doing this? That's what I want to know. And I'm curious.
Yeah,
though.
I mean,
I'm
for
actually
sure.
curious.
No one probably has an answer for that.
Well, the best part for us guys is that we live in Florida. This happened at USF, and they all got arrested right away.
Of course.
So
What is this in California?
This is at UCLA,
right.
California.
There you go. A
Well,
liberal
California, New York, yeah, super liberal.
You do that over in Tampa with Grady Judd. He's throwing gas bombs in there. No one's making it out.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, how brainwashed and just how weird do you have to be to do this?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying anything bad about you guys here, but me personally, I don't watch the news. I see weird glimpses of stuff like that because I'm on TikTok and stuff a lot. But that does not matter to me. That's never going to pay my bills. That's never going to make me healthy. All it's going to do is like pollute my mind. So I don't think I've had cable in like the last 3-4
Oh,
years.
it's been longer than that for me. It's probably been 10 years since I've had cable.
But I mean, I have like Hulu and stuff. You know, that I watch, but I don't watch. I don't go on. Here's the news.
No, I've never done that. I don't go on like Fox News. I just watch like YouTubers and stuff like that just call out all this crazy crap. You know what I mean? So that's where I learn it from. Yeah, I've never just turned on like Fox News and been like, what's going on Fox?
There's people our age that do that. I mean,
and that's cool. I mean, you do kind of have to. You kind of want to know what's going on in your country. And I mean, we're in a weird time right now, though.
I don't think I do.
So I mean, yeah, you don't have to. I mean, there's some people like you mentioned, like Biden or Trump. They're like, I don't know anything about. Like, they couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Is Biden a good president? Like, I don't know. I don't know anything. And that would have been me like 5-6 years ago. I could care less. I said I've never voted.
This is at USF, guys.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, is that tear gas? Oh, this kid's got a mask on. Look.
What?
Do it back, Adam. Here, gotcha. He's with his umbrella.
I just don't get what this is accomplishing, though. What they're like.
Yeah, bro.
Overnight shows officers
You have to have no light.
That's New York.
Dude, I'm high in my room playing video games, bro.
Took over the building early Tuesday and refused to leave.
See, I mean, it makes nothing. Why would they be doing that here in the United States?
Right, that's okay. Right, this has nothing. It's not affect. Has nothing to do with them. Half of them are like white people. I can understand.
Nearly a dozen people
I can understand Palestinians and or this and that. That'd be like me and you out there going free Palestine.
Even use tear gas.
What?
After they say protesters put up tents and refused to leave. Something the
well, it looks like a lot of them are from Palestine.
Here, look, I'll give you a good example. Actually, I think it's I think we actually covered this on the last podcast, but it's the same video. We didn't watch a lot of the video though, so I'm gonna. There's actually some key parts in the video that I want to pick out, which are actually kind of cool. So if you could pull up. Because it was the same video we did last week, but we didn't cover all the parts. So let me see what it was again. I'm pretty sure it is.
Is it another like conspiracy theory?
No, I believe it's the Iraqo again, 15 or whatever like that.
Speaking of conspiracy theories, you remember that guy that came over with Sean?
Was it on my
one
iPad?
day?
Sean?
Yeah, the guy that was like really out there with conspiracy theories.
Sean Kane?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit. Yes.
Remember
Yeah. You were there when he came over to my house. We had the pool table there at that house.
Yeah.
And he came over and was going over like all the like logos and like all this crazy stuff. Yeah.
That was before like the internet was like really big, you know?
That was like 24 then. That was like 13 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, internet.
So it was like a while
We didn't
ago,
have like. You were just getting on YouTube. Remember, I was posting your little YouTube.
Yeah, look up just look up Araco TV again.
Araco TV, huh?
To spell that for me.
Arako.
Araco.
Araco TV.
Can you speak Spanish?
I
What are we looking at here?
Smoke my mota and my smelly chocha. Go to number 15. It should be Araco TV. Just people get owned number 15. See if that pulls it up. Yeah, the very first one, and then go. There's a point I think near the end. Just scroll forward. Just scroll like you were earlier, like just to. Oh, this is actually good. Yeah, rewind this. Let's watch this really quick. This is kind of off topic, but while we're on this video, yeah, rewind it a little bit still.
Yes.
Okay, we're good. Well, a little forward. They're talking about microaggressions.
That are the most socialistic are the worst and hardest states to live in this country. California, New York, Illinois have the most people leaving. Highest taxes, most social benefits, most social welfare, and they're leaving for states that are freer with lower taxes and more economic freedom. So everything comes at a price.
I mean, if you love socialism so much, why don't you go and live in a socialist country? Oh yeah, you can't, because they don't exist, because it's a load of shit.
Have you heard of the term microaggression?
This is so good.
Yeah, that's a big thing on campus. If we see large-scale violence, we can name that as a macroaggression, but the way that we devalue that violence, the way that we silence that violence, that's a microaggression.
I'm asking an Asian American, where were you born?
Yes.
Very, very contextual, you know? That's not a microaggression. That's just asking where they will pull.
Telling a black student that he or she is very articulate.
That is, yeah. Yes.
What about saying all lives matter?
I think because the history behind Black Lives Matter, it's kind of like appropriating a statement that was created specifically to talk about Black lives being lost to police brutality. So that
Of course he has a
I'm
black person
colorblind.
there.
I don't see race.
Possibly.
I believe the most qualified person should get the job.
Qualifications aren't really the only thing you should consider when hiring someone.
If you're saying that the most qualified person is someone who is not a minority, you're not of a religion you believe in, then yes, that'd be a microaggression.
Now,
Saying God bless
you
you after
notice that
somebody
he
sneezes.
knows to go to a college to do this?
That would be a microaggression.
Asking, is God bless you a microaggression when someone sneezes?
It could be a microaggression to someone.
How do you not offend these kids?
Because it's getting ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. Not only have a lot of these college
All right,
students
scroll
become
forward too.
but they've also become
There's a couple little quick.
Fat cells down here to protect your
Keep going.
I see it.
This is a
That's
good
not
one.
white supremacy. It's a,
This is a good one right here.
I know this is not going to go on the air. You don't have, unless it is because I'm like a liberal freak out, right? I can't put up with white supremacy because that's really what. Yeah, you might not be able to see it. Either you don't want to, or you just.
Okay, so what if there's
He's
a
got
black
beautiful hair.
squatter and a black homeowner? That's not white supremacy.
See, white supremacy is not an affliction of skin. It is a state of mind.
Yeah, the lights are on, but nobody's home with this.
Dude.
Sam Smith, wow.
These people are nuts. All right, go a little forward. I think it's at the end of this. It's back on the Hamas thing that I wanted to go over.
If you
Maybe it wasn't on that one, but it was a video of someone walking up to these two girls that were protesting for Palestine, and they're like, he's like, why are you here protesting? And she's like, well, we got a call from our friends that, they were down here protesting. There was police around and stuff, so we just want to come and show our support. And he's like, yeah, so but what are you guys actually protesting? And they're like, do you know what? I'm sorry, I just wish we were more educated on the topic. And it's like, that's the point that I'm making, though. They're just sheep following the herd. Basically, it's cool to be liberal and be transgender and be queer and be free and all these weird other things. And so you're just following the math and like, oh, it's cool to, okay, let's just add in one more thing. To the crazy left radical liberals. Let's just support Palestine because that's the cool thing to do. And they have no idea why they're supporting it. Has nothing to do with them. They're just white people like us in America that are just, hate toward Israel, free Palestine, kill the Jews. Like, why?
Yeah.
For what? I don't even know enough about it to be like free. I don't even like. It's just.
Guys, you need to watch this.
It's just so crazy.
You'll love this.
Well, let's go ahead and watch it. Free Palestine.
So you know what you're saying. A quick petition to help Hamas free Palestine. You're all in? Okay. Oh yeah, you're in? Easy. I just have to read terms and conditions so you know what you're signing. Okay. By supporting Hamas freeing Palestine, you agree to the following. You agree that every Jew, Christian, and non-Muslim in the world must be slaughtered. I don't know about that one. You endorse making homosexuality punishable by jail or death.
And Mikey is with us now. Was that the general response of everybody? Hey, yeah, nice work. Everybody sort of was surprised.
Yeah.
I gotta find the full video, but
we gotta do shit like that.
Dude, I don't know if this is like a skit or a parody or comedy, but like you should pull up the video. It's like probably like a year old now or something, but it's this dude doing lawn work and he's got like a Biden Harris t-shirt on, and this dude walks up and he's like, hey, blah blah blah. I seen that you're you want to help.
I know you're talking
you know
about.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He's like, well, here's Jose's prescriptions. They all got to take a shit. He's like,
Oh yeah, let him in the house. Yeah.
That's so hilarious. And these people will go out too. It's so funny. They'll go out to these protesters that are protesting for just hypothetically, for instance, like say the illegal immigration. Letting them all why. They're human beings. Let them come over, and they're going, okay, yeah. Would you like to sign this form or whatever? Okay, yeah. That means you're going to donate this and that. Do you have an extra room in your house? Can let them. Every single one of them said no. They can't live with me. I can't help them.
Of course.
They're just there to just.
I wonder if this is it. What you're talking about?
No, this isn't it.
Oh, this is a good one.
Yeah,
Hey, sir,
this is
how's
the
it
Nelk
going?
again.
I just live around the neighborhood. I work for the Biden and Harris campaign. Oh no, I'm just going around the neighborhood. I noticed you didn't have a sign already.
I don't want the sign. Tell you why.
Oh, why not?
Because Biden sucks. Please.
Oh.
Seriously, no.
Do you not care about the country, or?
Please take it off my property and you get off too. I'm serious.
Okay. I'll just leave it there.
You will not leave it.
Yeah, I'll just leave it there.
No, you won't. Watch this.
Look, he's got a Miller Lite.
I'll just leave it here.
Get it out.
Okay. You guys put it right here?
Do not put it in. Okay. I'm about to shove it up your ass. Do not do it. Put it up. Okay. I'm gonna give you a chance.
You got it. You got it.
I'm gonna give you a chance.
Okay. Oh shit! That's my sign.
Hilarious. I wish more people were like that.
But the best part about this video is, think about it. He knew exactly where to go to get to get that kind of like reaction.
Love to have a beer with that good old boy. No, the other video I can't think of the name. You could probably search for it though and pull it up. It's a good one though. But yeah, it goes back to just like, what are you protesting for? Like, what are you trying to accomplish by doing this? The stop oil, the free Palestine, the illegal immigrants, the just everything.
So do you find it? It's pretty fascinating that the media can come out with videos and stories that can literally separate two sides. Like, we can make completely two separate sides. That's the most fascinating part.
I mean, like we were talking before, it's like you've got so many people. I wouldn't say it's 50-50. We're probably like 20-80.
I would love to figure the statistics out on that.
Like who? Like
how many are for Trump?
Yeah, and how many for Biden? Yeah, because it's and they could be family members, friends, and it's like
and you're looking at them like they're crazy, and then in their mind
they're looking at you like you're crazy. Like so, like no offense, Eli. Like I just like because what we do talk about on here. Like I was hoping to God that when you walked in, I was like, oh, he's 21, great. He's gonna be some like liberal college kid that's gonna get offended by everything we say. But luckily, you're cool.
Funny is during COVID, I actually learned more about the GOP and what it does and all that stuff. So I feel like I almost went the opposite way.
Are you boosted, bro?
What?
Are you boosted?
What does that mean?
You been poked, dog?
Whoa.
They poked you yet?
I'm not sure.
Bro, were you vaccinated, dog?
Oh, hell no.
Good,
Poked.
bro.
Gotcha.
Good, bro. Yeah, we was talking about that heroin.
I thought you meant like, have I been like?
Oh, you been like booty pong?
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
My dog thought he was taking it from the back.
Damn.
Nah, cause I was talking about getting poked, bro.
No,
Fauci
never,
ain't got
ever,
to you.
ever.
I mean, you got to think about that. I mean, I know it was a stressful time for a lot of people where they wanted it to just end. They wanted to go back to work, getting income again. So they might have rushed out and went and got the shot, hoping that it would make things better, right?
Well, that's the messed up thing. Okay, like America, free country, bullshit. Like, what about the people that got fired from their 20-year careers because they didn't get the vaccine?
Yeah, right.
They was making it mandatory to even keep your job that you have to be vaccinated.
Right.
That's like one of my buddies that's worked, somewhere for like 20 years, and he's my age, he's like a year older than me. And I mean, I don't know if this contributes to it, but I got to put the two and two together. I mean, yeah, he wasn't the most healthy dude, but he's alive. He said he drank a lot of Mountain Dew, a lot of sodas, but he had a heart attack at 38 years old. Did he get the vaccine? Yes. His company made him. One of my other friends, older brothers, same age as me. He was in the military, a Marine. Dude, in good shape, you know what I mean? Never like, I'm sure he's seen a lot of shit and maybe killed some people, but, a lot of people like drink and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, he had a heart attack at my age.
Bro.
So, but he got the vaccine. So it's like, you got to put these things together. The freaking dude that almost died on the football field just fell over. Like, he got hit.
So I just learned about something. I was at the car dealership like 3 months ago, and a wrestler walked in, and my sales guy's like, hey, man, meet him. He's buying this Phantom. It's a Rolls-Royce dealership, all right? I'm like, oh, cool. I meet the guy, whatever. Like, 2 months goes by, and I see the guy dies, right? But I didn't know what happened. I mean, he's a wrestler. I mean, it's a big dude. He's probably like 6'5", 400 pounds. I'm not going to say where it was, but he had like dreadlocks and stuff. He's from Tampa, like professional wrestler on, WWE or whatever it is now. But anyways, I was just at the dealership again like last week, and I asked my guy again, I'm like, hey, remember that wrestler? Whatever happened to him? How'd he die? He goes, oh man, yeah, it's terrible. I just sold his Rolls again for the wife, but the mom says that he had to get the vaccine like that year prior because the Wrestling Federation they had to, and I guess he got like sick. He had pneumonia or something like that, and never recovered. Like just died from it. And the mom's, thinking, oh, of course it's from the.
I mean, it's like my liberal aunt and uncle. I love them, but we have different ideologies and aspects of the world.
Yeah, but we know a lot of people that got the vaccine, and they're fine.
What
now.
I'm saying though, it's like they'll be on, like we'll see them on Christmas and stuff. Have you got the vaccine? And this is a couple years ago when it first, not anymore. You kind of know better, but like mainly my aunt, not my uncle, but she'll, have you got the vaccine? We're like, no, I'm not getting the stupid vaccine. And like, they've had the vaccine, they've had like 1,000 boosters.
Yeah.
And then guess what? They both got COVID like 6 months ago.
Yeah, of course.
So it's like,
so COVID's still around.
So it's like, I'm not going to why would I get a vaccine if all the people that I know to vaccines have also got the freaking I've had COVID, I think like twice, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't know if I had COVID because I never got a test.
I mean, I got the test. Remember when I used to work at the office, and I came in one day and it just like crept on me slowly, and like my buddy had it. He was over at my house. He just came in for a second with his mask on.
So you let somebody come with their mask?
Well, I mean, we didn't know back then. It was like the first, like, you know what I mean? I remember like hearing the first case in America because it started over in like Wuhan or whatever.
And it was scary, right?
And I'm like, damn, like it's over in China, and then bam, it got over here, and there was like 20 cases at a Walmart, and like that's when everybody started freaking out, and like.
So think about that's how it worked.
But guess what? I never cared.
Me neither.
I would put my mask on to go in the door of like Walmart, and I would just pull it down and walk around the store until someone told me to put it up.
Bro, I remember when they literally thought they were going to put arrows on aisles.
That was my next thing I was going to bring up. They did in Publix. They had arrows directing traffic on aisles. You had to follow the arrow. Bro, I'm not following no arrows, bro. I need my bread. I'm going to walk down the wrong side of your grocery aisle, I guess.
Yeah.
Like that's going to help something? Like that, like what?
Follow the directions.
That's the control, dude.
Yeah.
The control. And my aunt and uncle will go, this is for your protection. The government just wants your best interest. The government's there for you. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Sure they are. Sure they are.
That's terrible.
I mean, I guarantee the only reason they have laws that you wear seatbelts is so there's less mess to clean up off the ground if you go flying through your windshield. I don't think they care if you die.
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, there's more money in pharmaceuticals and hospitals. Like the hospital is a business.
Of course.
There's like a CEO of a hospital. I mean, obviously, there's government-ran hospitals that are making money too, but like there's private hospitals that have like CEOs.
I mean, the craziest thing ever was this doctor that I've been going to for years. I've only seen him a few times. He put me on this medication a while back. I've tried getting off of it and stuff like that. It's like anxiety type stuff, and I started having like panicking and stuff like that. And I went back on or whatever, but I went there like years later. I've been on it for years, and I went back there, later on. I'm telling him, like, hey doc, like I'd like to maybe, get off this. What would be the best? He goes, well, I'd actually like to double your dosage. Absolutely not. That was just one part of the story. So I think the same time I was there, though, which still I'm not even sure it's undiagnosed. I have no idea. By my research over years and years and years and trying different supplements and medicines, I think it's called like LPR, laryngopharyngeal reflux, where it's almost like heartburn, but it can get up in your throat and irritate your larynx and throat and stuff like that. So that's just me doing the research. But anyway, so I went. I've had CAT scans, MRIs done. I've had them tubes down my throat. You know what I mean, to try to figure out. And they're like, oh no, here's some nasal spray. It looks swollen. And so no one's giving me an answer. Spent hundreds of dollars like ENTs, ear, nose, and throat doctors and whatnot. So I went to the my family doctor, and I was telling him this. And I was like, I can't figure out what it is. By the way, anybody that has those kind of problems, I did figure out the best thing for it is to just gargle and drink 99.9% pure aloe juice. So many health benefits for it, and take vitamin D, which is actually a hormone. And that's not really a vitamin. And those really work. Stay off of like the proton pump inhibitors, like the acid reflux pills and stuff like that. No good.
Horrible for you.
But I told the doctor this, and the doctor goes, I go, yeah, this is me researching like a hypochondriac trying to figure out what it could possibly be. So I'm thinking, well, maybe it has something to do with my thyroid. Your thyroid's in your neck, maybe, this and that. So I tell the doctor, and the doctor's like, yeah, it could be possibly. Without doing any blood work, any checkups, anything, just prescribes me thyroid medication.
Oh, my
God. I walk out of the door with a thyroid medication script. This was years ago. I never filled the script. I did some research on it, and it's like it can cause anxiety, make you feel really weird. It speeds you up, but you could lose weight from it and stuff. I can't remember the name of this thyroid medication.
Let's just throw in pills.
He never did any tests, never any blood work, never anything. All I did was walk in there and go, yeah. I could have walked in there and been like, yeah, I think I'm having kidney failure. I need like some dialysis or something. And he just puts me on like, what? I just literally told that's when I'm like, yeah, this is doctor. This is shady.
That's all doctors.
Like, how can you go in there without like, absolutely. You think that you have a thyroid condition? Yeah. Absolutely. Writes me a script and I walk out the door like that. Like, what? I start thinking about that. I'm like, wait a minute. This dude didn't check me up. He didn't even fucking knock my fucking kneecaps or nothing, bro.
He didn't check the reflex.
He didn't hold my balls and tell me to cough. He didn't do anything, bro. He just writes me a script because I told him that's what I think is wrong with me.
That's wild.
You know what I mean? So it's just like prescribe.
Yeah.
Money.
Yeah.
It's like, what, dude?
And they're getting, because the doctors get kickbacks.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's how they make money.
Like, I'm concerned, like, yeah, I'd like to wean off my medication. Like, tell them, like, yeah, actually, I think we should just double it up. That'll probably be better for you.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, don't go to that, dude.
That's a lot of doctors.
I know. That's why it's scary, man. Like,
I mean, I'm a firm believer that we don't need any medicine. Dude, it all starts with the food that we eat.
Yeah, granted. Oh, that too. I mean, everything like sugar and dairy. I mean, if you completely cut unrefined sugars or refined sugars, whatever the hell it is, if you basically cut out like white sugar, like carbs and dairy from your diet completely, and eating no sugars or no dairy, dude, you'd feel like $1 million.
Well, raw dairy is good for you.
I'm saying like stay away from like
processed milk.
Yeah, I'm going to like Walmart, but like Great Value butter and milk and cheeses and stuff like that. And I live off that kind of stuff. And that causes severe inflammation, all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah. So
there's a study done that raw milk straight from a cow can clear eczema.
Really?
I tried it once, believe it or not. I did that with some honey.
You got underneath of a cow and jerked him off?
No, there's a farm that sells it. And it tastes a little bit different. It's super
I'm sure. Have you ever tried like breast milk?
No.
No, I mean,
I don't think I could ever do that.
I was drinking with one of my friends. I'm not gonna
Come on, not once.
I'm not gonna say her name though, but she was like, she had just had a kid, and it was like a couple months after, so she could still like get some milk out. And we were drinking it in my kitchen, and it's like 3 a.m. She was pretty drunk. She came over, like my girl-ish friend at the time, had a bottle of vodka, and she only drinks beer. The other girl. And so she was like giving her vodka and stuff. She got really wasted. I'm just chilling on the couch, like drinking a beer, listening to music. And she's like, hey, do you want a cup of my milk? And I was like, what, huh? And she's like, yeah. And like wanted to like squeeze me some titty milk out for me to like sample or something. I was like, hell no.
I heard it's like the best protein you could ever have.
Like titty milk? Like from human breast milk? Yeah.
It's
no, from the guy.
Very, very nutritious. Wait, what?
Oh, from a dude? From a dude, yeah, obviously.
Tranny milk.
A tranny milk? Yeah, that's the best, yeah, because you get the testosterone and the estrogen.
But no, on a serious note, female breast milk, I heard, is like some of the best protein that you can get.
What do you think it would be what do you think it would be like on cereal?
Frosted Flakes and some titty boat.
Oh, some titty one.
It probably wouldn't be that bad.
I remember Timmy used to put orange juice on cereal because he hated milk. That's disgusting.
I really didn't like milk either.
I love milk. I'm not a big milk drinker. Like, that's weird to me. People that just drink milk.
Yeah.
Like, I knew this dude.
Or my cousin Joey.
I know. I would come in this dude that he used to run the karaoke up at the bar, and he'd be chilling. Love him to death. Great guy. And he would be sitting there with a bottle from like the 7-Eleven or something of like half and half. Sipping it.
Oh my God.
Like disgusting. Like one time I'm not gonna lie, this is the only time I ever did this. Like I was like drunk and super high. And like, I don't know, I mean, I'm sure you've been there, maybe not in a long time, but boy, you get in one of those like zones where you're just like 3 sheets to the wind, dude. And you're just like, you're so high and so hungry. And I was just craving some cereal, man. And like I came out and I got the bowl and like poured the cereal and there was no milk. But I had
the worst.
I had heavy cream though in the fridge, dude, and I just doused in that heavy cream. It was like so thick.
How was it?
Yeah, I mean, it tasted like, I can't remember the cereal. It tasted like cereal, but it was like a heavy, like thick, rich.
Damn.
I probably pooped so much the next
You should have put some beer or something with some cereal.
Some beer. I have poured beer in my biscuits and gravy. Gravy. That's kind of good though.
Yeah. There's a lot of. Well, tell us. You're like a chef. Isn't there like so many? There's so many dishes where people use like alcohol and stuff, right?
Yeah, I cook with alcohol all the time.
What's up with that?
All the time. It's crazy. You've never done it? Oh, you don't.
I mean, I don't cook, but
yeah, alcohol is good. Like, mainly making like, mainly wine. Well, it just depends on what you're making. I mean, you could make like a Bordelais sauce, or you could do like a Beurre Blanc sauce. Is Beurre Blanc? I think Blanc is
white
wine or butter. It's like a butter cream or something like that. I'm not sure what Beurre Blanc stands for, but yeah, it's like butter, cream, and wine. And the wine, you burn all the alcohol off of it, and it just gives it like that nice acidity. Like when I make risotto, homemade risotto is so fire. You know, you got to have like white wine, ladle in your chicken stock. You make like red wine butter sauces, pan sauces, beer. I mean, beers, I don't cook with beer that much. That'd be for like, you know, if you want to get some beer brats, maybe boil them up and then grill them.
Beer can chicken.
Yeah, beer can. I've never done that. Stick a beer can up a chicken's ass and just like, I mean, it just cooks all the beer off.
You ever had like a turducken?
No, I've always wanted to try a turducken though. I mean, I know it's a turkey, chicken, and a duck. Though.
Yeah, that's
they like
pretty
shove
cool,
them
man.
together. That's weird. It's like
shove one up each other's
That's
ass.
like a transgender bird, kind of.
Yeah,
it's not even a gender. It's like a transracial bird, really.
For sure.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, cooking with alcohol is like Bananas Foster. If you ever had that,
Yeah, I had that.
You got to have like I think they throw 151 on that.
Well, they light it on fire.
Yeah,
when they
that's
dump
flambe. Yeah, because you do banana liqueur. Usually, like at your restaurant, you guys have you have gas stoves.
We have wood.
What I'm saying.
Oh yeah, we have gas. Everything.
Like
else,
if you're gonna
wood
boil
fire.
noodles on.
Yeah.
Or did the flame comes up?
Yeah, it's
yeah.
all gas.
Okay, so you can like if you're at home, I just have like the flat tile. We don't have. So you have to live in certain parts of the area to have a gas.
I have gas
stove.
at my house.
Do you have gas at your house? That's all. I would love that. It's so badass. But like the flambe, you just throw your alcohol in and then tip the pan, and then the flame will actually hit it and spark it up. But like if I wanted a flambe, I'd have to have like a lighter and hit it with like that. But yeah, like a Bananas Foster, you throw in your 151, your banana liqueur, burns all the alcohol off, and then I don't know, it just gives it this flavor. Or like bourbon glaze, bourbon barbecue sauces.
Right.
It just gives it vodka sauces, like Italian, like a penne with like a vodka sauce. Like those are all really cool things you can do with alcohol.
Chad, tell us, you own a restaurant. What do you guys have on the menu?
We have it's a steakhouse, so we do lots of steak. We do.
You ain't got no
pasta.
Mickey D, baby.
No, we don't got no Mickey D's. We do pastas, steaks, fresh pulled mozzarella. We make it in house in the back.
I'd fire.
So it comes out warm. You know, it's really good like that with tomatoes.
I know your mom was saying to have it warm. I never had warm mozzarella. Though.
Yeah, because it comes out warm because we make it fresh. So,
have you seen them make it?
Yeah,
because you know they're like, I never knew like the Little Miss Muffet sound tough eater curds and whey. Like the curds is just milk; it just splits, and you're left with the curds. The whey drains.
Yeah.
So when you're pulling your fresh mozzarella, you have your whey in the pot. You just keep that at certain degrees, and
it's hot. Yeah.
It's almost like ricotta, but you start stretching the ricotta and it like turns into mozzarella. All it is milk and acid.
Well, it's super hot. I know this because they got to use special gloves.
Oh,
stretch it.
I've seen people on YouTube pull it with their bare hands, but he said if you can't tolerate it, wear gloves.
It's hot.
Yeah,
hot.
Yeah, I've never pulled fresh mozzarella. I've made ricotta, but
there's no way they don't use gloves.
No,
like boiling almost.
You ever seen them Asians, bro? Sitting there and reaching hot boiling grease in their wok and just flip shit with their fingers.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All the shit that's popping up. I mean, one time I was flipping something, I remember, and just the grease popping up alone burned.
Yeah.
Putting your hand by that.
I was cooking when I was younger and didn't realize you're not supposed to cook grease like on high. I went to crack an egg. I think I still got scars up and down my arm from middle school, bro. I dropped an egg in there and just splashed grease up my arm. I had like 3-degree burns on my arm.
For sure.
Grease is no joke, bro. Imagine like the people you've seen like on YouTube, like disfigured, like they got battery acid thrown on them.
Oh, dude, that's
you
like
imagine
that's
that?
the worst nightmare of mine, bro.
Oh my god, like some crazy crackhead runs out of the bushes, dude, with a bucket of battery acid, and there's no getting off you.
I remember that.
Melt you.
Yeah, I remember that on the news like a long time ago. It was like a black woman, right? He threw it on.
No, I've heard like a bunch of them, but yeah, like that is crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Imagine the pain. Like,
that's terrible.
I mean, boiling water. At least boiling water will like, it's gonna give you 3rd-degree burns, but it
kind of cools down pretty quick.
It'll
right?
drip right off of you, though. I mean,
Yeah.
the battery acid are like that's gonna like melt some styrofoam down and like gasoline.
Where do you even get battery acid from?
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, yeah, what are you extracting it from? I don't know how you get.
I think maybe back in the day, batteries had acid in them or something. Now it's just water.
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know how that works.
But yeah, that was something from back in the day for sure. A different type.
That
of
was back with like the Lorena Bobbitt's and stuff. You know, cutting off people's dicks while they were sleeping and all. Like, remember that? Oh,
Yeah.
Lorena Bobbitt, dude. I think she's out of prison now and everything. She's just chilling. I think.
There's no way.
Yeah, let's look up Lorena Bobbitt. Let's see what she's up to these days. You know who that is, Eli?
Wasn't that who was the crazy lady serial killer that killed like 7 dudes?
That's Eileen Wuornos.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
She's still in prison, right?
She's dead.
Okay.
I think she got executed, I believe. Yeah, she's dead though. Watch Monster. It's got Charlize Theron. She plays Eileen Wuornos. Really, really good movie. It's all about her life, but it's a really good movie. It's called Monster. It's streaming on a bunch of platforms, but yeah, she was just like a drug addict. She was a prostitute, and she would get like raped and beat by men and stuff like that. And this one dude was like raping her, and finally like she had enough. And I can't remember how she got a hold of a gun the first time or whatever. Maybe she stole it from him and killed him. And then yeah, she just went on this like killing spree. During the movie, she let like this one fatter, like dorkier guy. She kind of felt bad for him and kind of let him go. Like he wasn't trying to take advantage of her and stuff. So I mean, she wasn't like. She was a normal. If she would have lived a different life or been raised differently or something, she probably wouldn't have been like that. She wasn't like the Jeffrey Dahmers and the Ted Bundys. She wasn't just out like viciously murdering innocent people, you know, just for the pleasure of the torture and, you know, eating them and all that sick shit. She wasn't doing none of that. You know what I mean? She was a victim herself of just a torturous life. And that's what I really think that made her like that. If she would have been raised probably differently, I mean, I don't know, there wasn't any like sexual assault or anything like that growing up, but yeah, I mean, she definitely would have been probably a model citizen if she was just had a different upbringing in life. It's kind of sad.
What is her name?
Eileen Wuornos. I mean, there's a lot of interviews you can watch of her and stuff like that. That she, you almost kind of feel bad for her.
You're gonna have to spell that for me, bro.
E-I, how do you spell your aunt's name?
A-I-L-E.
No, this is E-I. E-I-L-E-E-N, I think. Eileen Wuornos, W-O-R-N-O-S, I believe.
So what,
I see it.
you're like really fascinated about like serial killers and stuff.
Yeah, I know a lot about I I mean, she wasn't horribly ugly. I mean, in the picture to the far right, she looks all like cracked out and stuff.
This is the movie?
It'll probably those shows. No, that's Boogeyman. I watched that one too. That wasn't as good. The movie's called Monster. It's got Charlize Theron, and she does a really good job. I don't even. I think she was nominated for an Oscar or something, but she should have won one. Was it good? When is she? Yeah, she died in 2002 in Florida State. She died in Florida prison too.
Wow.
Ted Bundy was executed in Florida prison too. I think in 91.
So did these people kill people in Florida, or was it other states?
Yeah, Ted Bundy killed people across multiple states. I'm not even sure how he ended up in a Florida prison. I think maybe some of his last kills were in Florida, wherever he was found or whatever. I think one of the most twisted serial killers ever. He didn't kill as many people. I think Ted Bundy's dude up like in the 30s, and they think it could be like over 100. They don't even know, but those are the ones like they have proof of. But I think it was in Tampa, Florida, actually, in like the mid 80s. He was called the Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez.
One that he took the girl from the strip club.
I'm not sure, and I'm not sure how many people he killed, but the way he did, that dude's fucking crazy, bro. He would tie the dad up and rape the mom in front of the dad and the kids and make them praise Satan and all these other stuff. One person wouldn't stop looking at him or something, so he cut their eyes out. Like, he was a twisted. He would break, but he didn't have any. Usually serial killers have like a target. They either go for like children, they only kill men, they only kill women. This dude would kill whatever he could get his hands on. He broke in and killed like an 80-year-old woman or man, like people in their 50s, kids, women, whoever. Wow. This dude was just a monster. Like, go to YouTube and look up the interview of Richard Ramirez. We can watch like a minute or two of it. Just like seeing his eyes, bro. He's just like the devil himself, dude.
That's wild.
Are you on Google or you see that one?
Damn.
Yeah, this dude's wild, bro. He was probably one of the and John Wayne Gacy too, man. That dude was a sicko, the killer clown.
Yeah.
I think John Wayne Gacy, Richard Ramirez, Ted Bundy, and Jeffrey Dahmer.
They called it the Night Stalker.
At least in our
After
time.
a 14-month reign of terror, he was finally caught. It was only then that his true identity was discovered. His name, Richard Ramirez.
Richard Ramirez's whole trip was to hide.
Yes, go there.
In a rare interview, Ramirez refused to discuss his own crimes, but had this to say about serial killers.
A serial killer comes about by circumstances and like a recipe: poverty, drugs, child abuse. But these things, contribute to a person. To a person's frustration and anger.
His eyes just look blank.
They are.
At some point in life, he explodes.
Perhaps for Richard Ramirez, that anger and frustration turned to rage, which he in turn took out on his victims. His killings were so sadistic and brutal that even experienced detectives were shocked.
Well, he took a woman in her 60s and stomped her to death with his foot, leaving an imprint of a shoe on the side of her face.
Man.
From that to just executing somebody upon walking into a room after he entered a house. He strangled, he used a ligature, he used a tire iron on a young girl, beat her, left her for dead.
Would your anger subside if you had to wipe up your mother's blood? I couldn't finish it. I had to leave my brother to finish that chore.
Why on earth would you have hurt those people? Why did you kill those people?
No comments. No comments. I cannot answer that at this time.
What was Richard's motive?
Damn. That's just.
See, I don't know if you're born like that or it is like environmental, like, maybe you're abused or something as a child. I just don't know, dude. It's so weird. Like, how can you?
You got to have it in you, I guess.
How could you just stomp someone's random head with, like those dudes, like I think they were Ukrainian or something like that years ago. Remember 3 Guys, 1 Hammer?
Yeah.
They took the fucking poor dude into the woods and beat him in with a hammer. You can see him like they're stabbing screwdrivers through his head into his brain, stabbing him in the stomach. He's still alive. You can see his like face pulsating when he's breathing and stuff. Like, how do you find like 2 of your buddies to go along with that too? Like, say I was like crazy like that. You know what I mean? How if I was like, yo, hey man, you got another friend or so? I was thinking tonight, me and you guys, we pack up, have a few beers, and we just fucking mash someone's face in with a hammer and stab him with a screwdriver. What do you think about that? Would you be down to do that with me tonight? Like, how do you even like find 2 other people that are like that twisted? Like, they're far and few in between. I mean, there's not that many crazy people in the world to like that degree, but like that sadistic. But like, how do you like?
Right.
Like, I feel like I could search for years and not find anybody. Like, I could go to bars or clubs or Walmart, Publix, and just walk around and be like, hey buddy, come here real quick. You want to kill someone with me tonight with a hammer? We're gonna beat their face in, and like we'll just drag them into the woods. No big deal.
That's 1 in a million.
How do you find someone like that? You know what I mean? And then he found like 2 of his buddies to just like go along with him. Yeah, absolutely. Sounds like a fun time. Okie doke.
That's just weird.
Whatever.
Just like 2 girls in 1 cup.
God, that video haunts me to this day.
It's not even that big of a deal. Like, it's just Sean.
So eating poop.
Yeah, that's
normal.
2 girls.
It's pretty bad when you're that like weirded. Like normal porn just doesn't do it for you.
I know. And you know what's crazy? I was actually thinking about that the other day because you when you're like, I know you don't drink that much anymore, but if you're like hungover and ate a bunch the night before and you have those like violent trucker shits in the morning where it's just like it's loud and like it just all sprays out. You know what I mean? No, nothing solid. Like I had that the other day and like I was just like paint in the toilet, like everything was just coming out of me, and like I was picturing like me squatting over someone's face and doing that, and like feeling for them, like dude, I would not want to be underneath of this butthole right now.
But there's people that would like that.
Right, there are people that've been like, please, like just do that on my face. It would gross me out to do that. Like I'd be like, I can't. Like it won't come out. Dude, I'd feel so gross. But being on the receiving end of that, and like I can smell like what comes from me and like what I can produce on a good day.
Yeah.
And like, oh my God, dude, in your mouth, up your nose, like you're like drowning in it because it's like wet too and like not solid. Like,
oh my God.
And your eyes would probably burn, dude.
You gotta get sick from that.
Right. Just like it's toxic waste that's leaving your body because your body doesn't.
It's double cheeseburgers and French fries, bro. With some 12-pack.
Oh my God. Imagine that, just like blending up a bunch of beer and McDoubles. just pouring it on someone's face. You know what I mean? That's basically what it is.
Exactly.
Plus human stomach acid. Oh.
Yeah, and like obviously other stuff. Because I don't think your poop is brown. The way it turns brown, it has to pass through and like it oxidizes, or I don't fucking know how it happens.
Well, so what color is poop before?
I don't even know. It's like people used to say that your blood's, that's why your veins kind of are green, that your blood's actually blue inside of your body. I don't think that's true either.
No.
And it turns red when oxygen hits it. Yeah, I believe that's a bunch of balagna.
Yeah, for sure. We can ask some medical experts.
I am a medical expert.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. What do you want to know? Yeah, I actually went to Harvard Law.
And learned medical in Harvard Law?
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to be a lawyer, but they were like, you seem like on the medical side. So they just wanted to teach me medicals.
So you've performed surgeries?
To a degree, like a dissections, yeah.
Oh, dissections?
Yeah, surgeries I haven't but I could if you needed one.
Yeah.
What kind of surgery would you
Well,
need?
say like you had to pull somebody's appendix out.
Yeah, that's simple.
What's this? Like, explain. Where did you start?
What, step by step?
Yeah.
First, you're going to want to sedate the patient.
Of course. What would you use?
That depends. Are we on the streets? Because you could use fentanyl, heroin.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about an enclosed, like, hospital environment, surgical environment.
So I'm not too familiar on those kind of procedures.
Oh, so you're the streets doctor.
I'm more of like a streets, yeah. So like if I was gonna do, what did you want to? What was the?
I want you to pull somebody's appendix out.
The appendix out, okay.
Right on 4th Street, on the side of the street.
Okay, for one, you're gonna want to obviously sedate the patient. You could either use marijuana, heroin, fentanyl, something to kind of bring the nerves down and numb them.
A little bit of Xanny, maybe.
You could do a Xanax. I have implemented Xanax just for anxiety purposes, but it's not really going to do anything for the pain. You can also use Skull vodka too, because you're going to want to
clean.
Yeah, sterilize the site that you're actually going to be performing on.
So vodka works.
Anything really, vodka. I've known tequila can actually some kind of like combobulate when it's not good to use the tequila, whatever's in the tequila. No, I'm not a drinkologist, so I'm not sure on that. I know you can use whiskey as long as it's not brown.
Nice.
Yeah.
I didn't even know there was clear whiskey.
Yeah, there's not.
So you can't use whiskey.
No, you don't want to use whiskey. I want to. You caught on to that. That was good. It was a test. Yeah, basically you just do an incision right there where the appendix is before it ruptures. Obviously, you can tell if you rupture. You can go into some hyperventilation, and by the time you get to the emergency room, it's actually too late. That's why I've decided that if I was going to be some kind of surgeon or doctor or whatever like that, then I would take it to the streets because that's where the people need the help. And a lot of the times they have the chances to make it to an actual facility.
Wow.
So like, are you doing this by yourself? You have like a team that helps you that just comes up out of the street?
Well, if it happens on like the side of the road, you can call over bystanders. Obviously, I can give them a quick test to see if they're, what their IQ rating is, or if they're educated enough to help. You don't just want your average bum from the street coming up and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a really simple procedure. Go them through a quick some tasks and questions and stuff like that. Make sure they're qualified, and then you can kind of go from there and just run with it. You can kind of open them up right on the site. If you don't have if you don't have stitches, you can use like a caustic glue. You can use like Gorilla Glue, something to close it up. You can use a staple gun if you have that on handy. If you work in an office, you just have a normal desk stapler. You could actually use that until you get them to the emergency
This
room.
old swing line does it?
Yep, absolutely. You don't want to use a nail gun. Like if you're on a construction site or whatever like that, have no nails, it could actually go in and perforate and puncture other appendages. And that can cause actually more severe, basically the severity of it can increase up to 50 to 65% at that chance using a nail gun.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so not that like I'm not 100% trained in all surgical fields, but appendix removal, heart transplant, stuff like that. Just basic stuff.
Just the basic stuff.
Just basic stuff. Yeah, I'm not like obviously I'm not doing like brain transplants or any crazy thing like that, but just heart transplants, appendage removals and stuff like that. Yeah, I can do. I'm certified in gynecology, so I can birth children.
Wow.
Not me. I don't have I'm not trans, but I can remove, you know what I mean? That's the gynecologist. So nursing, stuff like that. I can insert catheters. I can do prostate examinations. Those are simple. You can do those right on the field too, right on the spot.
So like, do you send them like an invoice after?
A lot of the work I've done has been charity, to be honest with you.
Wow.
Wow, what a nice civilian.
Yeah. So, because I didn't finish my doctorate degree, I only did, which I did do an internship. But other than that, yeah, because it's kind of a weird topic to get on, and I don't want to out anybody or, you know what I mean? You're not technically supposed to be operating in that field without, you know what I mean? So I don't want to get too, I don't want, you know.
Oh,
what
I
mean?
see.
Yeah.
You don't want the FDA coming down.
I just don't want no one knocking down my door for somewhat illegal procedure, but I'm saving lives.
Yeah.
Like a Red Robin Hood, like a
And I have learned,
vigilante.
I have learned proper procedures and stuff like that. I've noticed I always have a staple gun. I always have a bottle of Skol vodka or 80 to 100% rubbing alcohol in my vehicle at all times.
Wow. Tell us, what is one of the most intricate surgeries you have done?
Circumcision on a black man.
Oh.
And his foreskin was elongated. So he was actually born. I'm not sure of the surgical term. I never learned that, but it's like a drooper. They call it like a droop. They call it like a droops.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A normal uncircumcised penis can kind of look like an anteater. The skin would actually, I don't know if he was doing like penis tricks from the HBO special or whatever, where you can actually stretch your foreskin out and you can actually make your penis longer by doing stretches and stuff like that, that's another topic. Those are like the monks, the Chinese people that you see that will they'll tie their foreskin around, rip it, and stretch it down with like a broomstick or hang bricks from it. We can actually probably pull one of those videos up. So I think what the dude was trained, because he was training for something like that. He was, I think he was from African. He didn't speak full English.
He was from African.
He was from African. And he would do he would talk like that. And he had an interpreter or whatever like that. So when I took him in, I just did it at my house, obviously.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, I took him in, dude. I mean, I wouldn't say this is one of the most extreme surgeries performed, but this was bedside.
Wow.
Yeah, not roadside. This is bedside. So I dosed him with 1,000 milligrams of ibuprofen. We drank some African whiskey that he'd actually imported over because he stayed with me for 3 days. And at that point, I got him drunk. I stayed sober for the procedure, and then I caught up with some beers afterwards. But yeah, I took him in, and I gave him a shot of lidocaine in the shaft.
Wow.
Which is in something in the medical field that a lot of people don't know. A lot of people, ask, will say, "Hey, doc, in the dentist, can I get some Novocaine?" That's actually Novocaine that they use. They haven't used Novocaine since like the 1930s or 1945, something like that, due to the properties of it. So what you're actually getting at the dentist is lidocaine, but you can actually numb any air with lidocaine. So I get him slightly hard, not fully, just a semi, enough to get in because you don't want to shoot it dead into a soft shaft. I get him slightly hard. I hit him with a lidocaine, and you can even put on softcore porn. You don't want to put on full hardcore porn because that can get him too erect. But if you can keep him at like just a full medium, it's way easier to do the procedure. Because if you're gonna do an inpatient awake is what we call it, without anesthesia. I didn't have an anesthesiologist on staff at the time. So we had to do a full awake procedure where he'd come in. We had him bedside, had all his credentials and filled out everything. He obviously qualified. And then he brought in the imported whiskey or whatever. I had him drink a couple swigs of that, gave him 1,000 milligrams of ibuprofen. And I said, "Are you ready? Hold your breath." Grabbed my finger. And he just held onto my finger like that and as hard as he could and gripped it. And you snip, tap it, wrap it up. There's 2 procedures you can actually do. You can stitch. I use a cauterization.
Oh my! With what? What do you use to cauterize?
Cauterization, you can actually get, depending on the size of the penis, you want to look. You can either use the best form of cauterization through copper is a penny. You can use dimes, nickels, or quarters depending on the size. He was a black guy. We had to use a silver dollar. So you would heat the silver dollar up until it's piping red, about the size of the shaft, and you would come straight down on the head, lay it there for about 3.5 seconds, remove it. It's cauterized. I put some ointment on it, a little bit of Vaseline, wrap him up, and he's good to go. He wears a diaper, like it depends, for like the first 3 to 4 days until it's fully healed. You can't masturbate or have sex for the first 2 months. And then after that, he was fully healed. That was probably one of the most longest and intricate surgeries that I ever done. I haven't done any. Actually, that was the last one that I'd done. That's probably why I wanted to get into that. So I'm really glad that you brought that up, though, because that's something I've wanted to talk about for a long time.
Wow.
So, but again, if you know anybody or anything like that, anybody needs any kind of, I'm qualified, but we'll just not on the books.
So what's the longest you went to school?
Like 3 months.
3 months.
3 months. Yeah, but they packed it in. It was like full. It was like 12. Well, that was pre-med.
Okay, pre-med. And you've been practicing for how long?
At this point, 11 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been practicing for 11 years. So technically, I have 11 years and 3 months of experience, but the 3 months was basically first 3 months was pre-med.
Yeah.
Where I went in through Harvard. Harvard Law, which I know that sounds funny for medical school, but I wanted to become I wanted to become a divorce attorney, or a tax attorney, but they said that you need to really check out, because I was basically told them stories like this, and they knew that was the field to recommend me.
Must be good with your hands.
And they knew that, absolutely. That's why I played darts and stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, they knew that was the field to recommend me. So that's kind of where I'm at.
Do you want to let our listeners know where they can reach you in case anybody needs any kind of procedure?
I wouldn't say that right now. I mean, I'm not really practicing anymore. Okay. I might start practicing again in a couple more years. Right now, I want to focus on the podcast, try to get my name out there and let people know who I am and where they can find me. But as of right now, I'm a little too busy. So, I mean, if it was a dire emergency, they know how to find me. We'll just say that.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't want to just, you know what I mean?
Any patients not make it through the surgery?
Yes. Yeah, we had a couple deaths.
Wow.
Yeah. They were old, though. It was a geriatric surgery. It was, the one was 97 years old, and we were tying her tubes.
Tying her tubes at 97?
Yeah, it was actually very strange, because she never went through menopause. And she had this sexual imbalance where she was just constantly having orgasm after orgasm after orgasm. And the only way to cure that, she would mate with different men. And
at 97?
At 97 years old, yes, sir, absolutely. And she, so we were tying her tubes and stuff like that. And I think it was just an infection might have set in. She might have been, we were using a caustic agent, and I'm not sure if it was the medication, the sedation, or it just basically fear in her heart. We think her heart stopped.
Wow. Because
she was just so old. And same kind of thing happened with my grandpa. He wanted to golf, and his knee was bad, and he was in his 80s, and he had knee surgery and unfortunately died from the infection.
Wow.
So we think that's what happened with her. Just something like that. But Martha was fine. I mean, she's in a better place now. But yeah, I mean, she had 19 kids. So she was just, and the only way to crave that sexual,
Yeah.
The disease that she had. I can't remember the actual degenerative disease that she had. I think it's vaginal mastenosis or something. I'll have to check on that. I'll double check on that. But yeah, she was just having multiple orgasms over and over. You can actually, I'll show you one of my, this isn't my patient, but this is one of my associate's patients that he actually worked with, and they did a video over on YouTube. Pull up a woman that has just can't stop having orgasms.
Wow.
Yeah, we're gonna go over because this is a
I didn't even know this was a thing.
You really? Yeah, absolutely. Can happen with men too. Oof. So you imagine up having 300 to 400 orgasms a day.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a lot of.
Do men have orgasms?
That's a lot of cum. What like? I don't. I mean,
like, how does that work?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the PGAD obviously that's the most commonly reported in women, but yeah, YouTube it. We can look up a video actually of the woman that she'll kind of yeah. Oh, look up the man right here. Man who suffered from 100 orgasms a day.
I don't know how men have orgasms. It's kind of odd.
It's when actually your testicles produce semen, which is the liquid secretion that's actually holds the sperm cells.
Ejaculation.
Ejaculations, yes.
So 100 ejaculations.
Yeah, 100 ejaculations.
Father of two, Dale Decker, suffers from a rare and seemingly incurable condition that leads to him suffering up to 100 unwanted orgasms.
That dude's busting a nut right now.
There's nothing pleasurable.
You do that when you bust a nut?
I don't know. After the 50, imagine after the 50th, dude, you're just like your legs are shaking. You don't know what to do. Imagine having 50 or coming 50 times in a row.
Depending on where you're at, if you're in public, if you're in front of kids, if you're around strangers, I mean, it can make a person break real fast.
You know?
Are you serious?
37-year-old was the first
Yeah.
man to ever speak
You're
publicly
dead
about a
serious.
condition known as persistent sexual arousal syndrome, or PSAS, and he
You would
says
think
it's
that's a
ruining
gift.
his life.
Right.
I mean,
You would think yes, but no.
Until you're on a roller coaster or something.
At his casket.
Imagine you just sitting here and like, oh, sorry, dude.
And then you have 9 orgasms.
Just came.
Right there.
9
But your whole
orgasms.
family is standing behind you. Just makes you never want to have another orgasm as long as you live. But you know what? You just keep on.
First of all, you can't come 100 times a day.
Well, maybe he was probably shooting blanks at that point. He was all dried up, but still, he was still having the feeling.
Wow.
Dale from Wisconsin.
If I went in and actually cut his pendicular nerve down in his groin, I can cut that off in 3 days of recovery. I could fix that for him.
So no more?
Yeah, he would have no more. That's just cut the pendicular nerve right there in the groin.
Wow.
Yeah.
So back to this Mary, the 97-year-old that had 19 kids.
Yeah, a lot
that was
of kids.
actually, I'm pretty, I really want to know, how does a woman's vajayjay look after 19?
Scrambled. Very scrambled.
Could you put that back together?
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at more of like a skin graft procedure or something like that, where we could take flap from the anus or the thigh flap or the arm flap here is what we call. You can go down to the weenus, the skin that hangs there, your weenus.
Mhm.
We can actually skin graft from that to make the inner and outer labia more shapeable. But at 97 years old, I mean, what's the point of that? You know what I mean?
True. Well, you said she was pretty freaky, so I didn't know.
Yeah, at that age, at 97, yeah, God rest her soul, Martha. Yeah, she didn't really need the reconstruction though. Her clit was positioned normally. Her G-spot was obviously still active. When we scoped, we went up inside, went up to the top of the roof and looked at the G-spot. The G-spot looked completely intact. It was fine. And the clitoris was obviously still intact. But yeah, as a whole, everything was fine. There was no, I've done skin grafts before and stuff like that. You can actually take it from the heel. You can take it from the underside of the kneecap. There's that loose skin right under there that works really good.
Wow.
Yeah, so the entire vulva can actually be reshaped, but it's an expensive procedure. You know, if I was, like I said, I did a lot of charity work, but other than that, it's not really something I would worry about at that age.
Right.
You know, if you were 30, 35, something like that, I would definitely do some reconstructive vaginal surgery.
35 with 19?
35 with 19 kids.
That's a lot of.
But see, a lot of things that people don't know, you know, and factual about the vagina is that it's self healing, it's
cleaning,
self-lubricating, it's self-cleaning. The vagina is actually a very wondrous organ on the human female body that a lot of people don't know about. That, you know, they'll say, oh, this girl's loose. You know, oh, she must be a whore. She's had sex with a lot of women or men, and that's 1,000% not the case. I mean, how would you justify a woman having a baby and then basically, you know, being able to have sex with her after that? You would think, what, her vagina would be the size of a baby's head? No, and it goes back to its normal shape. A lot of the times after birth, though, the woman might need some stitches or something like that. But no, absolutely not. I mean, see, a lot of times using douches or stuff like that can mess the pH battle up. You know, if like a dude is cementing inside of her, cementing. Yeah, I'll just use that word. So like, you just want to kind of let it just wash out naturally. You definitely don't want to shove vinegar up there. It's going to throw your pH balance off. The next guy that you're with, it could get a little funky. You know what I mean? So. But there's things that we can do about that too. pH level waters and hydration, alkaline levels and stuff like that, and then the body can be raised up to change that. But yeah, the vagina is very, very self-working organ. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Seem to know a lot about vaginas.
I know everything about vaginas.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
That is a good thing.
Yeah. If there's anything you need to know about that or any kind of surgeries or anything like that, but.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Jesse, for joining us today.
No, it's not a problem. I didn't think we were going to go into getting my background like that, you know, that weird part of my career. And right now it's almost like I'm retired from the charity work and I'm just kind of doing the podcast right now and just trying to live my life. You know, I've been out shopping. I just bought this nice tracksuit. Institute got me a new gold watch.
Wow.
So I'm just really trying to live up to the experiences and stuff like that. That's been going
Seems
on,
like you're doing pretty successful.
Yeah, I've been pretty successful these past couple years. You know, just really, you know, playing music, and soon enough, well, you know, I'll do some guest appearances and stuff, and I can even bring my guitar on here and show you.
Wow.
Show you know what I've been practicing and stuff like that. So.
That's amazing. I'm sure we'll do some great videos of you playing.
Yeah. Do you anything to add here? I mean, I think it's been a great.
No, that's about it. I think this is our wonderful episode for us today, episode 5, and we will see you guys next week.
Okay, everybody.
Namaste.
Namaste. Yes, thank you, everybody. Whatever. Are you serious? Are you serious? Guys?
Whatever.
Whatever. It don't matter. Are you serious?